Hello everyone. So, we are at what I believe to be the second to last Sonic run of this Sonic block for Powerhouse August 2020. Now, we're going into the Sonic Adventure DX run of the Sonic Story category with Nimputs as the runner, and returning again is Argic as the commentator. So hello you guys, and the floor is yours.
Hi everybody. I'm Nimputs and I'm joined by Argic, and I'm gonna be doing Sonic Adventure DX for you. I'm gonna go through the instructions menu because that makes it a bit easier to count down at the start. So time will be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, so welcome to Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic Story here. Nim is going to start in the thick and fast of it here with Chaos Zero. We've got a boss fight, and he's going to manipulate all 3 hits on him. You're going to see him spin dash and go right back to the start of the stage. That'll cause Chaos to pop up. Going to go for a second hit and take deliberate damage, although taking a little bit of an early damage.
I'm redoing that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Unfortunately, taking the hit before you hit Chaos messes up the manipulation, so we're going to manipulate it again. So first hit back to the start. Second hit. Oh, getting hit again. Nah, you're fine. You got it.
I'm just continuing now.
Yeah.
I can't give up on that one.
So he's meant to pop up, but it's not happening. So the third hit, he's going to go on top of a light post here. He's going to do a punch. He will jump down eventually, and we're going to get the third hit there. That is, that's just the starting nerves. So it'll be fine.
Bosses were never my strength.
As Draco Dan would say, get good at bosses.
Yeah. I promise I know how to do it.
Oh, he definitely does. So we're going to go straight from the boss, going into Emerald Coast here. You're going to see Nim do a lot of cool tricks here. His main form of movement is chaining spin dashes together. More about that later. But the important thing is that he is doing spin dashes and then jumping to get a really large amount of height and distance here. Unfortunately, trying to do a trick here to do island skip. But sometimes you just miss the jump because you're trying to spin dash and jump immediately before you get off the platform. There he nails it. He's currently spin dashing his way from the giant whale that's coming to say hi to Sonic. You can see him doing the spin dash chaining. That's just navigating or alternating between the 2 spin dash buttons here. You're going to see him casually run up the mountain, spin his way through, get over to the lighthouse here, and straight into the cave, into Act 2 of Emerald Coast here. Now he's going to charge his spin dash, keep the chaining going, rolling all the way through the top cave here to hit the springs, grab the extra life, get all the way down here. Going to miss the loop-to-loop because we don't need the loop-to-loop. Going to then angle himself correctly to jump right around invisible walls here. Get over, land on the edge of the beach. Use the slight angle of the beach to do a spin dash jump and get all the way over towards the end of the stage. Doing a cool little loop skip there. Stopping momentum in the air to fall down into the circle there. Allows him to spin dash and gets to the end in a very nice 118 there.
That was pretty decent aside from dying in the middle. Alright, small out of bounds coming up. I hope.
Yeah, so he's lining himself up here to try and do a little bit of jump out of bounds. What he's doing is he's going to land back inbounds, but he's going to land in an area with the crystal ring. Now, this crystal ring will allow you to charge the light speed dash significantly faster, but we don't have the light speed dash yet. So, oops. So we're going to head all the way over now to the Mystic Ruins. Going to take the train there as we're going to go head to our buddy Tails' workshop because Tails found a Chaos Emerald and he's using it to supercharge the tornado. Eggman, however, is currently trying to chase after everybody with Chaos Emeralds because he's trying to power up Chaos. And here he is, the evil Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman. Or in this case, a giant talking egg. So Egg Hornet
that's
here.
That's where the name comes from, isn't it?
This game is where the stage comes from, yeah. This part here. Whatever you say, Eggman. Silence! So, Nim is going to do a 1 cycle here. Once the boss buries himself in the ground, Nim is literally just mashing the homing attack button here to get all 3 hits in 1 cycle. However, you got to be very careful on the PC version here of the game because there are voice files that can cause lag, and if it lags at the wrong time, it can mess up the 1 cycle, and you got to wait for more missiles. But there we go, no problem for Nim. Running his way through, going to grab the Windstone. It looks like a key. Where could it possibly go? We're going to Windy Valley.
I don't know about you, but I don't think this looks like a key. I think this looks more like a crystal.
It looks like a crystal statue.
My keys don't look like that.
No, my keys don't look like that either. Not a clue. So running our way into Windy Valley here, we're going to see our first instance of shenanigans. Nim is going to line himself up against the wall and just casually spin dash through it. And you're going to see him navigate the way through the stage with spin dash jump straight into Area 2 with the tornado. Switching between cameras here as runners have different preferences on which 2 camera modes they like to use. You have auto camera, you have free camera. As he's in the tornado here, he's going to do a little trick. He's going to spin dash onto the jump panel. Going to try and get himself up there. Allows him to do trampoline skip. Skipping the trampoline down the bottom and getting a very smooth tornado there. Going up into Act 3. Quick restart there so he can immediately start descending rather than waiting for the character to go up and then back down. And here you will see Nim just spinning in ball form, but not spin dash chaining. And the reason for that is because as long as you're moving on a downward slope, a singular spin dash is faster than a spin dash chain. So we're going to see Nim just navigate his way around here, going to land on the area with the wind, hence why it's Windy Valley, running their way down, hitting off the spring there, holding the A button to get more height, using hover frames. More about them in just a moment as Nim is going to land. He's going to do a spin dash. He's going to hold the jump button. When you jump, you have 1 second of hover frames, which is 60 frames of hover frames, and he's going to jump off the edge here and casually just fall down, passing the kill planes, going to land at the emerald. Hover frames will allow you to negate the effect of gravity ever so slightly on Sonic. They reset every time you touch the ground, but you got to be very careful that you have hover frames available because they come in very handy for doing certain skips later on. Now that Windy Valley is complete, we're going to run, navigate. Let's see if we get a big jump up to the stair there. Beautiful jump into the train. Very smooth. So where we're going is we are going to head to the sewers because we need to go and pick up the light speed dash. We need to go pick up our shoes. Turns out our shoes are in the sewers. It is a story point. It is a story trigger. The game will not continue unless you go and collect these. You can go do the levels, but you will not finish the game. So once we get the light dash to Cal, we're ignoring your message there because we're going to spin dash, and any slight angle that you have, you can use to your advantage with a spin dash jump and get a ridiculous amount of height. So you're seeing them here switching in a free camera again. This is because they're going to use a set of stairs down here in the casino area to try and get a wonderful jump here. Use the stairs to your advantage. Big high jump into the air, hitting the button and straight into the casino. Now you don't want to blink here because Nim's going to line himself up beside the pillar here. Going to do a spin dash, get the correct angle, fall out of bounds down onto the coins. We're going to do this again because what we're doing is we're going out of bounds here, navigating our way around kill planes, keeping a good camera angle, using the slopes to our advantage to jump around the invisible walls and grabbing the emerald without needing to go and grab 400 rings. Absolutely amazing there.
Very little space to work there with, so it's easy to slip off the part of the coins that you're landing on.
Indeed, and we're now in... There's Cream. Hi, Cream. How you doing? We're going to grab another one of those wonderful keys. Again, I agree with them. They don't look like keys here. But we're going to head to the Mystic Ruins as it is the Ice Stone. And we are heading off to Ice Cap.
All right. Can I come in with a donation real quick?
Absolutely. I think,
All right.
yeah.
So we have $35 from the Sound Defense, the person who did commentary in just this last run we just had. And they say great work by Animachine, the runner who did the last run, and good luck to Nimputs.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, good job, Animachine and Sound Defense.
That was a great run.
Wonderful Sonic 3 run. Yeah, it was nicely done. So Nimputs is now here in Ice Cap. We are going to see him skip Act 1. You're supposed to go through a whole bunch of caves. We ain't going to do none of that. Nimputs trying to get a good spin dash jump to gain enough height to allow him to jump and skip all that section. And away we go into Phase 2. Phase 2, there's a giant icicle in the middle here. You're meant to go at the very top to knock it down to go through the bridge. We're just going to go and homing attack through the bridge. Straight into Phase 3, which is the snowboarding section. But we're going to find a little bit of a seam in the wall. Going to run our way through here, skipping the activation of the snowboard, and we are now falling through the void. Nim lining themselves up with the background here because that is how we know we are going to dodge the kill planes. Now we are falling through this giant white void at the moment. Very soon you're going to see level start loading on the left hand side. You don't want to be too close to that or it will cause you to die. You'll hit a kill plane, but you don't want to be too far to the other side as well, because if you are, you're going to miss the level and you won't know where to land. Nim right now on a good path. We're going to see the level loading just underneath us soon. And once it begins to load again, we're going to navigate just slightly over to the right-hand side here to make sure we don't hit the kill planes. Navigating our way back down into the middle section because we want to land inbounds and go and grab the Chaos Emerald. This skips the entire snowboarding section.
Yeah, as soon as you
done.
get out of bounds and line yourself up, pretty much all you do is hold up, so not much to do there. It's just like 40 seconds of pretty much straight falling.
And now we're coming to the best meme of Sonic Adventure history. Get ready for the fight with Knuckles.
The train headed for Station Square will be...
There he is. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Give it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. So yeah, there is the character fight. Character fights are, yeah, they're trivial. They're kind of pointless. What fight is not trivial is this lovely one here. Chaos now has the power of 4 Chaos Emeralds. Therefore, he is Chaos 4. He is going to move 3 times, do an attack, move a further 3 times, and then pop his head up and become vulnerable. He is going to do this 5 times, and Nim is going to try and manipulate him. On the 6th hit, he's going to do 3 move and attack phases before becoming vulnerable. So Nim right now is trying to manipulate Chaos in such a way where Chaos will avoid doing a blue balls attack, where he splits into 4 blue balls and it wastes around 8 seconds. Ideally, we want Chaos to do a splash attack or the tail whip. The tail whip for the first 2 is fine, and we want to see a splash attack most of the time. The way blue balls, we believe it works, is based on the distance you are from Chaos and if you are on the ground or not between movements 2 and 3. That is not confirmed, but it's a pretty solid theory. So we're going to get 1 more hit on Chaos here before he goes into his final phase, where he's going to move and do 3 attacks and then allow us to hit him. So here we go.
Yeah, unlike phase 2 and 3 of the boss fight, there's like, I think even if you do them in 100% correctly, there's still like a 50% chance or so that in either of the 2 phases you get blue balls. But for every other phase, it's very easy to avoid consistently, especially I think in phase 1 it's pretty much impossible, and on phase 5 you have to like do some really big blunders to get blue balls.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
But there you go, nice and easy, no blue balls here. That's a good boss for Nim. And now we have the floating masterpiece, the Agaria. I love that line so much. As we run our way through. It's a brilliant line. So we got Nim repping team top left here as we are in the world's greatest stage. It's Sky Chase, the auto-scroller. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep.
While we wait for the auto-scroller, I suppose, I have another donation.
Fantastic.
Alright, we got $35 from the Sonic 3 runner just earlier, and a machine. Matching, well, they matched each other, commentator and runner. And he says, good luck Nimputs, surely adding some more swag to the Sonic block.
Thank you so much for the donations. If you have more donations, there's another fantastic donation block coming up later in this run. So would be fantastic if you could fill out that donation block.
Donation block, is that what we're calling Sky Chase Act 2?
Yeah, it's... I mean, what else are you gonna do here, right?
Absolutely nothing. Sky Chase is unfortunately just, it's like 3 minutes of just nothing. There's nothing we can do to speed it up. We don't even have to control it. Like, Nim could go away and go cook food or something and he'd be fine. But it does give us time to quickly go through everything that we've learned so far about the speedrun. Main form of movement is, of course, spin dash chaining, and you want to chain your spin dashes as quickly as you can. Again, a nice high speed there. You can also use your spin dashes alongside jumps. If you do it on a flat surface, you'll gain a lot of horizontal distance. If you do it on a ramp, you can get a lot of vertical height there. And combining them through the rest of the levels, which you're going to see, especially in stages like Skytech and Red Mountain. Those are going to be really, really fun stages to watch.
Yeah, and if you're curious about running this but think it's going to be really annoying to have Sky Chase in your run every time, it's not actually as annoying as it might seem when you're doing attempts, because this game is super fast paced and you get like absolutely no downtime, and then having these 2 auto scrollers like pretty much evenly split into the run is a pretty nice break you can have, like, to get something to drink, to even just relax for a moment. It's pretty nice. But yeah, for marathon runs you gotta find a way to fill the time. But yeah, let's see the end of the auto scroller, and now we got shot from the sky. Just like that.
Yep, goodbye, Tornado. I can't believe Sonic's plane got shot down again. So now we are in the mid-game. We are going to run our way through to the casino area, and we run into Amy here. And she's decided that it's our job to be a bodyguard for this little birdie that she found. Of course, we are going to run our way through here, and we're going to head towards Twinkle Park. And the only reason we end up in here is because Amy says cute couples get in free, and she wants to go inside. So So Nim is going to start here with some swag, reversing all the way back in the blue dodgem here. And what we're going to go for is we're going to aim for track skip. So he's going to try and skip a big part of the track here. We'll see if he can nail it. Landing on the edge of the barrier there, slamming all the way through. Nicely done. Good landing there. Nice turn.
I screwed that up 4 times in a row earlier in practice.
But you nailed it in the run. So you can see here we have the little dodgem, the little go-kart running their way through. Its top speed is based on the amount of rings that you have. Every time you gain 10 rings, you will gain a lot of speed, capping out at 90 rings because you can't get to 100, unfortunately, as it only has double digits. We're currently at 94 right now, so we are at the top speed that you can get on this little thing. We're going to run our way through, and we're going to see if we can set ourselves up for roller coaster skip. So as we are going to jump down into the next area in the Act 2 here, Nim is going to try and do a homing attack to interrupt the roller coaster. Let's see if we can pull it off. Nice. So now that we got through the roller coaster here, we skip that entire little cutscene section here. And now we're going to spin dash jump our way up from the purple roof to the red roof, from the red roof to the big castle, and then from the castle over towards the ending of the stage there. And you finish that part of the stage quicker than it would take you to go round the roller coaster. Very well done there, Nim. That's great.
That was a gold split. I wish I could get Twinkle Parks like that in actual PB attempts. That would be great.
That was absolutely amazing. But yeah, we are now going to head off to... well, we're going to... let's get that right. It is Speed Highway. There we go. We were going to take the speedrunner card to go into the elevator to go up and down and all around, but we don't need to do that as we're going to just run our way through here. And then going straight up to the top of the buildings here. Very smooth jumps, getting a nice spin dash charge off, using the hover frames to skip out a chunk of the level there by just running straight over to the helipad area. Going around the corkscrew here, taking it dangerous by doing the spin dash. We're going to stop before we hit the booster, spin dash off the edge here, landing over towards the other side of the building, allowing us to get a spin dash off down towards the rockets where the police cars are waiting for us, skipping us into Act 2. But we're just going to spin dash our way down here. We get this awesome cinematic view of Sonic in his ball form, rolling all the way down, grabbing the speed shoes, and just going to position ourselves in a nice position here where we don't get hit by these barriers. These are meant to be barriers that stop us, but they don't work.
Yeah, I'm not really good at that one job.
And then once we descend out the bottom here, we're going to head straight through to Knuckles' area. This is Until Dawn. And we're going to just jump all the way over these buildings, land inside the little corridor there, and head straight to the capsule.
Yes. Yeah, not bad.
And now we've got our final level of the mid-game. We're going to head over towards Red Mountain. But before we can do that, we need to do one more little trick. Because, well, yeah, we got to go find Amy. And Amy is, well, she's down in the casino area, but going through the hotel is quite boring. So what we're going to do is we're just going to line ourselves up here. And we're just going to clip into the wall. And then we're going to just jump into the train station that's locked. So right now the camera's being a bit of a butt.
I'm not very good at this trick. I literally learned this 2 hours ago because I always procrastinated until today.
Oh,
but
no,
now my camera, I'll try this again.
Alright, there we go, yeah. No, you want to be in free for it.
I did it on auto earlier.
Oh, fair enough. Go for it.
There we go.
Oh, out of it. All right, so yeah, there we fell out the void completely.
I'm a serious speedrunner, I promise. This is not a hard trick. I just always, like, literally forgot that it exists when I was in practice mode. There we go.
Yay! So you got to be very careful with where you jump there. If you jump at the wrong point, you get yourself caught in the well, either in the void there, or you get yourself stuck in the train station between invisible walls that are locked. But there you go. That was awesome. You can see that you can die in the hub world.
Yeah.
But Amy has been caught by Zero. We got to run our way through. We're going to head to Angel Island here. That's once again fallen down because the power of the Master Emerald is gone, as the Master Emerald is shattered. So we're going to go and grab the Ancient Light power-up. The Ancient Light here allows us to do the Light Speed attack. It is the exact same as the Light Speed dash, just this time, if you're near an enemy, it will destroy it. So we need to use it twice in this run. Once to destroy this Kiki, and once to go and kill Chaos 6. But now we're in the really awesome stage known as Red Mountain here. Red Mountain is going to allow us to run, jump, and spin dash our way through. Hit a whole bunch of buttons here. And we're going to see some really smooth platforming. Oh, Nem going for the really cool strats there. Skipping the spring straight over and a big jump up there. Going down onto the zipline now. Going to switch into the free camera mode. We're going to see him do a spin dash jump on land on some of the geometry here at a slope that allows him to get a perfect angle to get up and down, skipping some of the springs here. And then instead of climbing the mountain like we're supposed to do, we're just going to jump over at this rock outcrop here, jump all the way around, and then find the end to Act 2. As we run our way through now, we're going to spin dash all the way down. Going to get inside the volcano here, and we're going to use a makeshift platform that we have. Going to angle it up slightly so we can use it with a spin dash and a jump to launch ourselves into the air, because we're supposed to have the lava raising up through this level, but we're going to do none of that by using the spin dash jump with the level geometry to our advantage, skipping all the way through, hitting the rocket, and then hitting the capsule. And that takes us straight through the mid-game, and we now have another wonderful auto-scroller. It's Sky Chase Act 2. And once again, going to sit in the corner and just wait this out. So if you've got any donations or anything, now is a great time. And there was silence. But yeah, again, unfortunately, not a whole lot we can say about this stage. It's exactly the same as the first one. Pick a corner, stand in it. You cannot do anything to speed it up.
This time the background is darker there. That's an important difference.
The background is
It's like
darker.
like spooky storm clouds now.
Spooky.
Interesting fun fact about this game, I guess I could talk about, is the PC version runs at inconsistent frame rates depending on what kind of system you have, between 60 and 63 FPS, which results in different real-time speeds the game runs at. We have an in-game timer for this game that isn't actually an in-game timer in the traditional sense, but it counts the frames and converts the frame count to a 60 FPS real-time, which results in the in-game time being higher than the real time in this game. So if you look at the leaderboards, that's gonna be confusing if you don't know what's going on here. But yeah, this is old PC game. They're just weird like that sometimes, I guess.
It's nuts.
Tails transforms the plane to an X-Wing now. To the second part of the second auto-scroller. About halfway through this one now.
Nice.
Got to circle around the egg carrier a couple times.
The egg carrier. I love this egg carrier. I think the egg carrier is absolutely amazing.
It's cool.
He truly is a genius.
There's actually a small boss at the end of this, but it's almost as much of an auto-scroller as this one, but you can lose a little bit of time. So if you... there's the front of the egg carrier that shoots a giant laser at you, and there's also cannons you can lock onto, and if you get the lock-ons on the cannons before the laser shoots, you skip getting hit by the laser, and that saves a small amount of time, I think.
It does indeed. It does indeed.
X amount of time, whatever X might be. Yeah, that's gonna be the boss coming up here.
That
And
we are. We're about to go through it.
We get to the end game with some of the hardest levels of the game. I missed one lock-on. Okay.
That's fine. You gotta try really, really hard to actually die on this one.
Oh no, I missed the cycle.
Oh no! Well, this is actually worst case scenario now, if you don't actually kill the boss there. But you do get this really awesome thing where he's like half open, half closed now. And then he just closes up again. It's like, I'm gonna... Oh, no, I'm gonna close now. It's fine.
I never was good at doing these lock-ons. Also, when I actually try to play Sky Chase properly, I'm so bad at just like locking on because it's so weird. I don't understand it.
It is slightly weird. Hey, fun fact, this cutscene here, rendered in-game. If you try and pause right now, it goes to the pause menu. Thank you for pausing.
Gotta
So
show it
dumb.
off.
This must be the way
Indeed,
to
as we're now coming into my favorite level of the game, we're coming to Sky Deck here. Sky Deck, of course, as the name suggests, you are in the sky, which means there is no ground below you. You fall down, you're going to die. You got to be very careful with what's coming up next. But it's going to make the stage look easy. Spin dash our way through stage 1 here at one of the stages really good. Going to aim for a climbing on the ladder. I'm going to jump around these pillars and the spring because we don't need to take any of that. No, not today. Going to make sure we run all the way through here. Nim managing to get a hover frame boost there, allowing him again really high instant homing attacks over the enemies into the rocket, and boom goes the dynamite, taking out all the enemies there, giving him a clean path to the ladders. Hitting the checkpoint for safety, always good for marathons. Going to jump our way over here, making sure we don't hit the monkey bars because the monkey bars are slow. And now we're going to do a really cool skip. Normally you're meant to go down the right hand side, but we are going to use hover frames from this high point here, do a spin dash hover all the way over to the cannon, immediately destroying the big cannon and allowing us to get in the Act 2. Now Act 2 here, Nim is on a timer. He's trying to get to a ramp before the wind effect kicks in here. He's made that no problem, spin dashing his way around the outside, straight onto the top area. Going to make sure he gets the spin dash through the boosters. Let's see if he can hit early cannon or if Tikal is going to troll him. Cannon pops up, fires the cannon, just missing it there. Where's cannon going to go? Part 2 or 3? Goes all the way down to part 3 here. Should be able to grab it in time and into Act 3. Now we're going to try and get an early capsule hit here. This stage has a lot of gravity shenanigans. We're going to skip all of that by doing a spin, dash, jump over, trying to get over the invisible wall, landing on the capsule, landing on the ground, nailing it. Well done. Really good
I miss that
there.
most of the time. I'm glad I got that. That's super cool.
That's awesome. So we skipped that entire gravity shenanigan level there by just hitting the capsule early and finishing it right there and then. We've now got one more character fight. This is against Mr. Gamma here, E101 Gamma. Boop, boop, boop. Again, character fights, just hit them 3 times. The only thing you need to worry about is don't hit them the moment they lose their invulnerability frames. Otherwise, they'll get a second set of invulnerability frames, but you didn't actually kill them. Nim skipping a cutscene there by spin dashing really, really quickly and allowing him to get through. Here is the only time we're going to use the lightspeed dash because you can't get up there without those rings. And we're going to use the lightspeed attack one more time. Unfortunately, these little orbs of the lightspeed attack are supposed to help you by hitting other objects. There's a button underneath that chair, but they decided to be a little trolly and not hit the button.
The cutscene skip, by the way, is also a strat I learned 2 hours ago that I was always
Well,
procrastinating.
Well, you nailed it there. That was so smooth. So now Chaos has 6 Chaos Emeralds and his long-lost tail. And we're going to see Nim freeze Chaos using the little robots that Dr. Eggman is going to drop here. And then instead of attacking him normally, Nim's going to charge up a lightspeed attack. And then that'll do 2 points of damage instead of 1. This is the reason we go grab the Ancient Light, because it significantly speeds this fight up, as we don't have to wait as long to charge the lightspeed attack. And away we go. Don't want to be too close to him because you run the risk of the orbs to maybe free him instead. But Nim getting that with no problem there, as we're now going to head down to the Mystic Ruins and head into Lost World. So in the Lost World here, we're going to run our way through once we get the, well, enough height to get in there. Got to go to the center of the ruins as we are following a mysterious light right now. And we're going to see how Nim handles Flame Tunnel. So Flame Tunnel is an RNG tunnel here that has pillars coming out left, right, and center. And some of them are on fire, some of them are not. Nim running right down there, not getting bodied at all by the flame. Very, very smooth. Now we're going to line ourselves up for Snake Room skip, where we are going to skip the puzzle in the Snake Room. Nim lining himself up on the snake head here, going to the slant, using a spin dash hover to get up to the very top here, raise the water to the highest point I can, spin dash over to the center, grab the tail, get up to the door, line himself up, do a pause, release the spin dash on the same moment as he unpauses and casually phases through the door. We're now in a mirror room here where we're going to just jump on the mirror platforms, do a number of spin dashes over, because we know where we need to go. We already know the passageway here. We don't need to light it up. And again, just jumping our way through, down the waterfall, a brief respite before we end up in the area with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Gonna get chased by a giant flaming boulder here. Normally, not a problem, but this boulder does have a tendency to rubber band. So we're going to be very, very careful here. You're going to see the boulder dropping down and chasing us. Don't want to be going too fast because the faster we go, the faster it goes. And if we suddenly slow down, it does not, and it will hit us in the face there. Nim doing very light work at that one. And we're going to just spin dash our way through. Now we have the little panels up ahead that are going to allow us to walk on walls. Casual clip through the door there just because we can. Line the platforms up. Going to jump our way up the top here. Landing straight over onto a set of the gravity panels there. Can stand on them because they're ever so thin enough for it. Allows him to do a spin dash jump straight over, straight through. Very smooth, and into the wall he goes. Now we've got a few cutscenes here. Turns out Takal is showing us more about the past and what happened with Chaos, the Chow, and the Echidnas. We're skipping all of this, of course, because we do not need to watch these in the cutscenes here. But now we need to go and destroy, or, well, thwart Dr. Eggman's plan here. We never actually destroy him, just his machines. Hardest puzzle in video game history. Turns out it's the inner 4 buttons you need to press. Who knew? Not Kid Me, anyway. Kid Me hated it. So now we're in Final Egg, and if you love this stage, I'm sorry, because And 1 is the only normal part of the stage. Nim's going to run and spin dash his way through. Nice and easy here. We're going to see him bounce his way up. Going to spin dash straight over onto the conveyor belts here. Making sure we don't get hit. Nicely done through the cylindrical passageway, and we're going to head into Act 2. But we don't really like Act 2, to be honest. Act 2 is a bit boring, so we're just going to say, no thanks, we're not doing Act 2. Going to spin dash our way around, get ourselves up back to the top area where we came from. Of course, Act 1 isn't there, it's just a giant void. We're now going to fall all the way down through Act 2, get ourselves back inbounds, and this is going to take us to an elevator, and we got enough lives, so we're just going to skip taking the elevator casually. There's the elevator, we say no. Let's see if we can time a pause. Going for the pause buffer strats here. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Gets the restart. That saves a couple of seconds, so we don't have to get the death there. And here is Act 3. Once again, Act 3 is another vertically based stage here. So we're just going to jump on top of the elevator, jump over the kill planes, count to about 5 seconds in our head here. Going to turn to the left, and there's the end of the stage. And away we go. Boom. And now we are on the final stage of the game. We're on the final fight. It is Sonic versus Egg Viper here. Time is coming up on the final hit when he explodes. So please be ready on that one.
It's gonna take a while until we get there, unfortunately.
No, I believe you've got this. So Egg Viper's a very annoying boss fight. Runners of all skill levels will struggle on this guy. First thing he's going to do is fire a bunch of lasers at us. Then he's going to pop his noggin up, and we got to donk it. There's the noggin, so we hit it. From every other hit from now on, what he's going to do is he's going to fire a bunch of lasers twice at us. Then he's going to charge a big laser and fire that one at us. After he's fired the big laser, he's going to try and escape away from us, and we're meant to bounce on his tail. We're not going to do any of that. Instead, we're going to line ourselves up. We're going to do a spin dash jump and hit him just before he starts moving away, allowing us to get back to the platform really quickly without him sending us over to the other side, which wastes time. So he's going to do this another twice here. He's firing the big laser now as he pops up. Big laser in, away it goes. I'm going to line ourselves up again just to get ourselves hit. Charge it up, do the jump, hit the boss, and boom. So now he's going to do another double salvo of lasers. Then he's going to move over to the right-hand side, maybe the left-hand side. We'll see where he wants to go. He's opted for the right-hand side. So we're going to go right up to the edge of the barrier here, making sure he gets off screen as quickly as he can. And we're then going to line ourselves up, do another big spin dash jump. And that is the last of the dangerous jumps over the pit. What he's going to do now is he's going to do a number of laser salvos, and then he's going to summon his Beyblades, and he's going to let them rip. So here comes the Beyblades. You want to jump onto the Beyblade there, making sure you don't take the damage. Nim taking a save, going to allow him to reset. So the boss is going to do another salvo now here. Yeah, he'll do another salvo, and we'll get the Beyblades again. Trying to get the jump onto the Beyblades is pretty hard. Nim was very lucky they didn't actually phase through the platform. So we're A-okay. Getting the hit off there. Now is when things get dangerous, as Dr. Robotnik is going to destroy the platform over the other side, and is going to destroy 2 platforms on this side every time he pops up. You can run out of platforms. Now I'm going to do the jump on the Beyblade, going to get back, homing attack back to the platform. Eggman is now going to destroy 2 more platforms. The final hit is coming up. You want to be very careful on this one. You're going to jump onto the Beyblade, but you got to wait until you are over the platform there because you lose control until you hit the ground. Nim is going to stand in a safety spot here. Time is coming up once Dr. Eggman explodes here.
Watch out. He's up to something.
He's up to something. As he flies over one last donk, but he misses the platform we're on,
Time.
and boom. GG's, my friend. GG's.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll play with you
That was
some
my
other time.
first sub 35 marathon run. I'm really happy I got that.
That's a phenomenal run, mate.
Despite the very embarrassing start where I screwed up Chaos Zero twice, this went pretty well. I'm happy with that, and thank you so much, Argik, for letting me borrow your amazing commentary skills.
No, thank you for inviting me.
This game is so fast, and I've done solo commentary of this before, but this is so much better with this game to have somebody else take care of it, because there's sometimes so much to explain, and yeah, it's really appreciated you doing that. And yeah, thank you so much everybody from the marathon staff for having me. I'm soon on for another quick run of Sonic R, and yeah, thank you. I guess we'll see you then.
Yes, that was a very nice run to watch. It was very smooth. A lot of different parts, more than I expected from a 2004 game, I guess. But yeah, that was Sonic Adventure DX by Nimputs, the Sonic Story category. And next is going to be Sonic R, also done by Nimputs. We're going to do 100% for that, and that run will be the last run of the Sonic block. Additionally, I'm going to re-bring up that we still have one more bid war, that being for the Final Fantasy IV, the sprite of the final boss between the musical and the creepy sprite. Right now, the musical sprite is still ahead by 25. I know that there's been people who've donated recently, but haven't said exactly if they want it in an incentive or not, and if they contact one of the staff, they can certainly make it towards one of the incentives if they have not previously said in their comment. But yeah, one last thing before we go to break for a second here is that the Demon Crawl run by Razor Flame Coon is not going to happen anymore. Something came up, and Razor cannot be there for this time. Just so everyone is aware, that is going to be a schedule change. But yes, thank you for the run, Nim, and thank you for the commentary, Argit. We'll see you in just a moment.